Well, it's another episode of New Music Today on the WePodcast Network. I'm Corey Robertson, and I can't believe we fit this many people into the basement session. New Music Today brought to you once again by the Lesson Lounge, 120 Erie Street South in Leamington. Visit Charles for instruments, accessories, lessons, and repairs. You can get them on the telephone, 519-398-8080. Or on the interwebs, lessonlounge.ca. If they teach you any one thing, it's get the sponsor right. Get his website right. lessonlounge.ca. Appreciate the sponsorship as always. And when you sponsor the show, you're sponsoring local. And everybody else who sponsors on WePodcast, we sure do appreciate your support as well. Feast of Kings joins me in the basement this time around. Tim King in the back on the acoustic guitar back there. Tim, this is your project. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago on the show. So start just with introduce the band to me.
Okay, starting on the far right, my baby brother Darren King.
Darren.
The other King and Kings. Brad Seifert on bass next to him.
Brad.
We've got Tim Paglioni back here on bass.
Tim.
We've got Kelly over here, Kelly Oche on keys and vocals.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
And of course, Jody Raffles.
Oh, hi, Jody.
How you doing, sir? Good to meet you.
Musical family since the mid-'80s, early 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been friends, music family together for a long time, Tim. You know these guys growing up with them.
Yeah, a lot of them.
He tried to teach me how to ride a dirt bike.
Yeah.
We're still working on that.
Down went Fraser.
I just want to ask you a quick question about Feast of Kings, Jody, because Tim and I were talking last week about he ran into you after coming back to Canada, and he ran into you one time, and you made a comment, hey, you still have all those old songs from back in those old days, which is kind of what started this incarnation of this band.
Crazy. These songs, I remember he wrote these songs in the early to mid 80s, some of them.
Mid 80s, yeah.
Like they had different titles. Like the Leech used to be called Future Shock.
That's right, yeah.
Can you edit this? Yeah.
Hey, brother, we're on the internet now. Don't even worry about it.
Oh really? What the hell? Nothing's safe and secure anymore.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean it's been a wonderful long ride, and it's so refreshing to come in and do these songs again.
Awesome. Tim, we're going to do the first song. Is called Your Happy Place.
Yeah, no, Your Happy Place is a newer song. I wrote this, again, when I came back, sitting in the nursing home day after day for a few years with my ma, who had dementia. And I sort of, I really wanted to dedicate the song to all the nurses and these PSW girls who do all the dirty work.
Yeah, the personal support workers.
Front line, and hats off to them. And this song is really dedicated to them. Okay. And proceeds from this song will go towards the Canadian Alzheimer's Association. So.
Awesome, brother. I love it. Way to step up.
Yeah.
Great. All right, we get this thing going here.
Yeah, bud. Let's do it.
Alrighty then. This is Feast of Kings, and this is Your Happy Place on New Music Today here on the WePodcast Network.
Your thoughts scatter before they make it into words. Once crystal vision shattered and blurred. Genetic injustice, it's so absurd. You won't remember this promise, but rest assured you cry alone. Help you find your way back. When you roam, I'm gonna take you to your happy place. Put a pretty smile to your weary face. When you go tripping out through time and frustration as your train of thought derails. I wanna bear your cross now and pull out all the nails. See the pain in your eyes as you struggle to recall. And I know if you still could, you'd love to thank us all. Yeah. I won't let you cry alone. Help you find your way back when you roam. I wanna take you to your special place. Put a pretty smile to your weary face when you go tripping out through time and space. I wanna be waiting in your happy place.
Oh, guys. That's Happy Place. This is Feast of Kings here on New Music Today. Tim, that's a heck of a song, man.
Thank you, brother.
Two of my favorite vocals in all of Essex County. Man, when Kelly starts going counter on you, brother, that's awesome. That's a powerful.
You got to be
song.
sharp when you're working with this lady.
No doubt.
They're all terrified of me. It's fine.
There's no drinking the night before.
Absolutely. Darren, you and your brother been playing music and writing music together for like what, your whole lives?
I think, yeah, like 7 years
Yeah.
old, watching Tim play.
Yeah.
Taking his guitar and getting hecked by him.
Right.
Playing with his guitar.
Yeah. Well, it's worked out well. And you boys, Brad, Tim, you've been playing with Tim for a while now.
Yeah, I've been playing
one way
with
or
Tim
another?
for about maybe 4 or 5 years now. Met through a mutual friend, and everything else is history from there.
Right on. Yeah.
Brad's our
you've been-
newest member.
2 years.
Yeah.
This summer. Met through a mutual friend as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, Larry Del Bello, actually.
Yeah.
Our guitar making buddy.
I can't call him that.
Still mind me?
The guitar making buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim, you were making a joke when you came in the first time. It was just you and me on the show, and we sort of said, how are we going to fit everybody into the basement here and pull this thing off? And then you made a comment to me that I kind of laughed at. You said you looked at the room the first time and said, geez, we've played on stages smaller than this.
True.
Can you guys attest? Right, you're
yeah.
playing like
yeah.
some
Not
small.
me. I'm a pretty big deal.
Sure.
But
That's awesome. Listen,
make it work.
no doubt, indeed. New Music Today is being brought to you once again by the Lesson Lounge, and we sure do appreciate that support. They're at 120 Erie Street South in Leamington. Great deals going on right now. They've got new Schecter, Ibanez, Cort, and Washburn guitars. Give Charles a call, 519-398-8080, or online, lessonlounge.ca. We sure do appreciate the support. We got another song here, Tim. This one's called Leech.
And this
Give me
is
a little
an
bit of
old-
background on this one. This is the old one.
This is an old one, and this came out of my high school days, and Jody and I recorded actually on 4-track over at Lonnie's place in Essex. Remember? And yeah.
guitarist, Lonnie?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was a drummer then.
of course.
He was a drummer
All
then.
right.
Yeah.
He couldn't even play the guitar.
He was a
back then.
guitarist with me.
Just
a great
started-
guitar
yeah,
Many years after you.
Yeah, well, he was a good drummer, yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, it was Future Shop back then, and then same theme though. It was frustration with people milking the system is kind of the theme behind this, and Leeches suck things out, and
Okay, so nothing to do with the music industry whatsoever.
all.
Not at all.
We're talking corrupt industry.
Got it,
Not
got
music.
it.
Of course not.
All right.
This is a polar opposite in energy from the last one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Full spectrum band today.
I love it. All right. This is called Leech. This is Feast of Kings on New Music Today on the WePodcast Network.
We've turned the garden of Eden into a jungle of heathen. That big old apple still leading us on like a dog who spins to catch up with his tail, and the uniform man with no glory for sale. Yeah. Friend in need, tear up the creed. It's plenty to follow, but no one to lead. Stop fighting to change, people. Gotta run the strings. Kick back and relax. Open up and see. All of this creation is just a form of change. Yeah. You're not in on the solution. Take your share of the blame for this confusion. If you don't, you just dead weight, and you're tipping the scales. I don't mean to preach. I'm just hoping to teach that if you suck like a leech, some bleeding will prevail. Yeah!
Keep mooning back here. I love that. Is Leech. This is
Nice
Feast
recovery.
of Kings.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Man, Tim, I had this idea like last summer. It was like, man, if I could just get a bunch of bands to come and play songs for me personally and privately, it'd be awesome. And then we'll just put it all on the internet. I want to thank once again Lesson Lounge for sponsoring, as always, New Music Today at 120 Erie Street South in Leamington. If you want to get your kids into lessons, that's a big thing. And to get those kids into music lessons, talk to Charles about all of the different instruments that they can teach there, 519-398-8080 or online lessonlounge.ca. Just want to take some time to talk about maybe a few gigs or projects. A lot of huge talent in this room right now. Tim, what do you guys got on tap really for Feast of Kings?
Well, we're just wrapping up the recording of the first album, which is Conflicted, and about halfway through the second, which is entitled 1111, like the time. And it contains more musicians, so it's good they're not all here.
Right.
All the session guys, anyways.
Yeah.
We're looking to launch and do a party in Leamington at the Bank Theater.
Cool.
It's penciled in now. They're still renovating.
There are
So
some
we're kind
big
of-
things going on with that Bank Theater.
Maybe you can tell them more about
Oh,
that.
listen, absolutely. The municipality of Leamington has actually agreed to match dollar for dollar. They'll go up to $400,000. So for every dollar you put in, you can get up to $400,000. The municipality of Leamington is going to match it. That's $800,000. You can get ourselves literally a world-class performing room in Leamington. So tons of ways for you to help out, and I'm sure you can find Bank Theater all over normal places, websites, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. Yeah.
Cool. And Kelly, you and your husband Mike are Oches.
Yeah, the
You've
Oches.
got a new album coming out as well.
It should be out. I'm aiming for my birthday, which is in June. So
Okay.
it'll be a nice birthday present.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then of course the Saints with Jody Poole.
Yeah, I wanted to thank you for the
Yeah,
segue.
absolutely.
Yeah. You guys,
Love
with
them.
what you do with the Saints, man, 50 grand you raised last year. That's not last year. The last show that you just came on. 50 grand. That's huge. Way to go, guys.
It's turned into a great little monster
Yeah.
for a great cause.
We
Yeah.
should call
for
the next
sure.
album that. Great Little
Great
Monster.
Little
Great
Monster.
little monster. I love it.
Titles. As you get older,
I
the
love
titles
it.
mean
Always.
most.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful.
So can I expect to see some Saints outside of the Christmas season?
Actually, we were just talking about that. Yeah, we're working on that for sure. Yeah, we're working on a few gigs,
Awesome.
and we're trying to get it in Leamington too.
Cool.
But, looks like we got a few good shows in the
Right
works.
on.
And another album. It's always fun. We get to go and do
Yeah.
great classic rock songs.
Yeah, for sure.
Used to be called Christmas albums, but now they're called holiday season.
Yeah, exactly right. Jody, you got some new music out as well, and I know Bird and Bees getting a ton of ton of action.
Thank you. Yeah, two new records. We recorded it all in my house. It's been like 2.5 years,
Yeah.
almost 3.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful ride, and you hear kids running around in the background.
Yeah.
Birds, dogs,
Yeah.
sirens.
Depends on the
Tim
day.
King running around.
Absolutely.
Kelly on the piano. It's been fun.
Right on. And you got one of the coolest retirement plans I've ever seen with your two oldest boys getting into music.
I won't count till I get a guitar or two back.
There you go.
I'll bank on it.
Good luck on that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, thank you all so much for coming in. I sure do appreciate your time and your talent for being a part of the show. Tim, thank you for putting this Feast of Kings thing together. Can't wait for the album to drop.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's another edition of New Music Today here on the WePodcast Network. Just a quick shout out to some of the other podcasters here. Some fantastic stuff. We are up to 30 shows now on the network. And a big shout out to Dave Hunter and all the gang over at Drive Magazine. They have their own podcast, but I really want to thank them. They've made it possible that any one of our shows on the network, that anything that's 30 days and older, they are paying. Drive Magazine is taking care of that subscription, so we sure do appreciate it. That's going to do it for another edition of New Music Today. I'm Corey Robertson.